is a great segue to the cutting edge tool. So I am going to go ahead and introduce Megan. So Megan Pavium is a communications professional with over 12 years of experience in marketing and public relations. She holds a master's degree in communication and a bachelor's degree in journalism, both from UCF. Go Knights! Woo! In her career, she has helped companies master the digital marketing evolution with experience in industries such as healthcare, hospitality, real estate, architecture, and engineering. And through her company, Megan helps small businesses be seen and heard by working with owners to devise a marketing plan that meets their goals by leveraging technology and crafting clear, memorable messages. She loves to teach and enjoys sharing marketing tips with small tools that we use in our business that we're going to share with you each.
I don't get any money from introducing you to this, so it is just good tips, no financial motivation at all. So here's a little bit about Unbalanced, and I realize you guys can't see what's in the small print there, but I'm going to walk you through it. But it's basically a landing page tool that can take you from 0 to hero in very little time. You don't even need to have a website to use this tool. So you can start and have a beautiful landing page, start capturing leads without even having a website. Now, having a website's a bonus, but you don't even need to have one to use this tool. Also, it integrates with WordPress if you do have a site, so it can publish it to your WordPress site. It also has really cool built-in features that integrate with other marketing tools that you might be using, such as your CRMs or your email marketing software. It can populate your leads into those databases, so it can automate your marketing, make it very streamlined and efficient for you, make the computers work for you. And it also allows you to have mobile responsiveness, create beautiful landing pages that look awesome on mobile without having any developer coding experience at all. So a lot of benefits into this, and it was really built for non-marketing people to be able to create beautiful landing pages. So I have some examples here. When you get into Unbalanced, there are hundreds of templates for you to choose from to get started. So if you see something that looks kind of like what you were thinking that you might want to design, you open those templates and then you start swapping things out, customizing from there. So here's one example of an Unbalanced template, and I can show you what that looks like live if this launches up. There we go. I know we're on the internet from the library here, so it'll take a little time. All right. And if I scroll, yeah, I'm on it.
It's just not. It's not.
Oh, it's not projecting. Hold on.
Yeah.
Because it's thinking it's a two-screen thing?
There you go.
Yeah, that's the screen. It's just like immediately upon coming to the website, or if they're leaving, I'm sure you've seen those too, like, before you go, do this. So you can create those as well. I already talked about the targeting referrers from Facebook or etc. You can also set it for geolocation or cookies. So cookies would be if they visited your site before, then you could serve them this ad that is specific to them. So you could say something like, we've seen you've been here before, maybe we didn't answer all your questions. Contact one of our specialists to learn more today about how we can help you. So you can target it that way as well. You had a question?
Does it work with mobile as well?
Yes. Everything is mobile responsive. So everything that you're doing in here, including the sticky bars and the pop-ups, are mobile responsive. So you design it once, And in the design platform, you see what it looks like on mobile, then you click to see what it looks like on desktop, and you're good to go. I really do suggest, and even Unbalanced primarily forces you into designing for desktop first, like it's how most of the templates you search for are shown to you, how it would display on a desktop. But really pay attention to how it looks on mobile, because as I've seen through all the campaigns I run, anywhere from 60 to 80% of traffic is mobile. When I look at who's filling out the forms, it's like 80% mobile. So you really want to design for mobile, and if you don't have a mobile responsive site, you are losing business. And if your website loads slowly, you're losing business. And just think about how we interact, right? If something takes more than 5-6 seconds to load on your cell phone, you're like, back, I'm not dealing with it. So Unbalanced has things integrated into it so that it goes quickly for you. So it's a good, you don't have to worry about those things. I noted that it works with multiple different marketing tools that you might already be using, Salesforce, other CRMs. Carrie, what's the CRM you use? Or Brooke, what's the one? Podio. Okay. So it also works with that. All of your Google platform type of analytics. So you've got Google Analytics, Google AdWords. It works with that. Your WordPress, again, if you are running a website on WordPress, almost like 80% of the internet is WordPress-based web design. There's a plugin that allows you to publish these pages right to your WordPress site. So there's really a lot of inherent strength in using this. So when someone fills out that form on your landing page, now their email is in your MailChimp campaign, as well as your CRM. You're being able to take action items on that client, close it the loop, make sure your employees are following up on the leads, or you assign out tasks. So it makes it really, really easy. A little bit about their pricing, because that's always the big question everyone has, right? So I find it really affordable for small businesses. So if you agree to an annual contract, it works out to be $79 a month for I think it's like 75 pages. I can't really read it, but it's a lot that you get. Brooke, do you remember? Is it 25?
It's 75 pages for the
very bottom. Okay, so I was right. 75. I could crank out 75 landing pages, and you want them all active at the same time. That's a whole lot. And of course, the prices go up from there. If you want that sticky bar and pop-up, I do believe you have to go premium to get that feature. But you could definitely start with just the landing pages, and the sticky bars and stuff are not critical for everyone to be successful. When you're designing those landing pages, just make sure you have multiple call to actions, multiple ways that they could get involved with you. So yes, there is a 1-month free trial. So that was a good way to kind of test it without any commitment. It is a very robust free trial. There's really no features that aren't available to you. Brooke, do you remember if the trial included the sticky bars and pages in the trial? Okay, so they do let you try everything. So I recommend test driving it, see how it works for you. Like I said, as soon as you make them live, it goes pretty quickly, and you can see your results. It works best too when you tie this up with a Google AdWords campaign, right? So that's how I helped Carrie. Is Brooke and I worked together to get the page designed, and then we hooked it to an existing Google AdWords campaign. So people who are searching for real estate investors in Central Florida, people who are searching for sell my house for cash, those are ways that we're able to get these people to the landing page and make it hyper relevant to them. So just a little bit of closing tips. Even though you are able to start with templates and you can really make these pages look like anything, pay attention to your branding. Even if your company hasn't really had any strong branding to start with, make this your jumping off point and say, what are my colors? What's my logo look like? What's the feel I'm going for? Try to keep that consistent, because even though this is a landing page and they kind of are quote unquote stuck on this one page, they might Google you and then land on your website if you have that. And if there's a big mismatch, it's going to create a lot of confusion for the customer. So try to keep on brand as much as you can. Use the assets that you have to get started quickly. Unbalanced offers a way to integrate with stock photography, but if you have your own assets, maybe you've shot some tutorial videos, you have pictures of homes that you've flipped, you have pictures of homes that are currently for sale, whatever it is that you're trying to started quickly. Also, utilize free stock imagery websites if you need stock images. Pixels, there's EXELS is one of my favorite websites to go to find free stock images. And you can just Google free stock images sites, and you can come up with a few that you can search and see what assets they have that you can use that are royalty free. In these landing pages, it's basically one-page design, right? So you want to answer all their questions. So how does this work? Who should I contact? Try to answer all the questions on that one page in a nice design without being too wordy. Remember, if they're looking at it on mobile and you have like even four paragraphs, even 2 paragraphs might be too much. You really got to cut your words down. Say more with less words. Use pictures and use headlines. That's how people read nowadays anyways. Integrate multiple calls to action. So people might not be ready to give you their email address or put in their physical address of the house that they're trying to sell. Have other ways of having them get in touch with you. So whether that's sign up for our newsletter or little links at the bottom to follow us on Facebook or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have those different ways, because they might not be ready to go on a date with you yet and have you contact them, but it doesn't mean that they're not ready to dip their toe in the water. So have all those different ways of having different ways of capturing that client, even if it doesn't result in a lead at that moment. And follow up every lead, of course. I probably don't even need to say it, but 5-star service. You want to make sure that you promptly act on all the leads that you acquire, even if more than 24 hours passes by the time that they submitted that form to the time that you're calling them back. People move fast. They might have found another person to do business with. They might, a lot of people won't answer their phones because they've forgotten about it, but they've put in a request. So adamantly follow those up and try to collect as much information as you can from people. I always say ask for it, and whether or not they give it to you, that's up to them. So email and phone number, because a lot of people won't answer their phone if they don't recognize me. I'll never check my voicemail either. So send me an email and I'll read it. So try to collect different ways of contacting your leads to see what works best for them and follow up using those different methods as well. So that's all I have for you today. But I'm happy to work with you guys one-on-one if you need any tips. I leave my business cards in the back there. I'm more than happy to answer questions, and I hope that you go online, explore Unbalanced, see if it can work for your business.